Hello, and welcome to the TCG Tavern. Today, we're going to be playing some Master Duel, doing some community duels, as well as going through ranked. Our goal is to try and hit plat today. We could probably go beyond that and make some new decks, try some new cards, do other things. We have a branded Despia deck that really has been taking us through a lot of what we're trying to achieve in terms of hitting those higher levels of play. But for right now, I also think that we have some flexibility in terms of what decks we can play and what decks we can just show off and have fun in. One of the things that I've been meaning to create several times over is I was doing a community duel last stream, and we made some blue eyes decks for them that they kind of based on what they had initially, and to work with some of the cards that they already had gathered, and I wanted to show them kind of a deck that can match what they had within their essentially their quote unquote budget within the game. And we made this deck, although you could go without a lot of these ultra rare cards here that, like some of these link cards, you can get rid of these if you just wanted to kind of keep it a core level 8. It's nice to have these, but it's not necessary to the deck. Same thing with some of these down here. But personally, even though this is pretty an unconventional deck, it actually worked relatively well. I think there's definitely improvements you can make here, but again, we're trying to achieve a certain budget with this one. And one of the things that I personally want to do is I want to create an Exodius deck. And another deck I want to get into creating is a Cyber Dragon deck. So there's a lot of cards I definitely need for that. And that's what we're trying to do when we do all our ranking up. We're trying to rank up, pull some cards, get some gems, pull more cards, create cards, and do all that kind of fun stuff. So before we even touch any notifications, missions, anything like that, let's go ahead and jump right in to a duel and just see how it is. We'll probably do some solo duels as well, just to get that going and finish that up, because there's a lot of gems and things you can get from that. But first, let's go ahead and go. We're going to run in with our branded Despia. That's our current best, at least meta direction deck that we have. Is it an ideal branded Despia deck? Well, that's for you to decide. But for now, this is what we're playing. We're going to go first. And we can hope that they're playing with a Blue Eyes deck, but I don't think that's the case. Alright, we're starting off with a branded Regain, an Albion, the Spriggans kit, and Incredible Ecclesia. This is a pretty decent hand. We can at least get started on something and hope for the best. Maybe we can get an Aluber or a Fallen of Albaz in our hand so we can pull more combos. But first, let's start with that branded Regained. Getting that on the field, anytime that we banish a monster, well, the first time we banish a monster, we'll be able to get a search off. So what we're going to do is we're going to send to the graveyard. Now, like something like this, where if this is on the field or grave, like a Fallen of Albaz, we can use this effect. Again, same thing with this, but that's only if the opponent controls more monsters. Never mind. There's no... we can get a monster on the field with that. But, sorry, I'm talking a little bit too much out of hand. Let's go ahead and continue. Here, honestly, let's go ahead and throw in a Fallen of Albaz from the deck to the grave. That's no problem with me. We'll send that back. We pull a Fallen of Albaz anyway. So that doesn't matter too much. Let's go ahead and summon one of these guys. That's totally fine. Not a whole lot's gonna happen this round. In all honesty, I probably should have summoned Incredible Ecclesia now that I'm thinking about it. Used her effect to special summon a Aluber, the Despia monster, to the field. Get the spell or trap card, the branded fusion from it. Use the branded fusion and then go into the combo for fusion summoning from branded. Which the normal combo is once you it's a blue eyes deck. We're gonna do great. We're going to do great against this deck. So typically the fusion combo is you start with by fusioning into Albion the branded dragon. Then after that oh gosh, Bestial Lubelli, we're comboing now this turn. So they should have really taken advantage of me not really having a whole lot going on the board, but does not seem to be the case. Getting rid of Maiden with Eyes of Blue will be pretty easy. I'm pretty sure we could do a fusion of some kind to remove the creature from that side of the field. And let's go ahead and get started with that. We'll go ahead and we'll get rid of Fallen of Albaz. We don't necessarily need that one in the grave if we're going to have one in the field. Get out Magdamoot. Go ahead and activate Branded Regained. We can pull back that Fallen of Albaz banished and put it back into the deck, get a draw off, and this will give us a search at the end of the turn. We don't necessarily need to turn that up just yet, not a need to. Great. And another card, Ra's Disciple, pretty snazzy. As a matter of fact, anything that we need to do here? Nah. Let's go ahead and get Lubellian out, get Magnamoot out of here, go into attack mode with you because we don't know any better. Even though it honestly would be smarter to probably put it in defense position unless I was going for OTK this turn. So let's go ahead and get Branded Lost out. That's always fun. Now this is where what I should have done last time is summon Ecclesia, even if it wasn't a special summon. Use her effects to then get out Aluber. Oh, I can't. I thought it was this the one that I can do Aluber? I thought I could. Aluber. Okay, maybe not. But that's fine. We can activate you. We can go ahead and discard you. We'll want that in the grave anyway. And that would have been the fusion summon to get that that priestess off the field. Maybe they just got tired of me taking so long. I'll try to go a little faster this time, just to be courteous. Ah, Nimble Angler. I love a good water deck. Only got 2 beavers on the field. Not a frog between them. Well, at least one. Hmm. Don't worry, Guild. I am a master baiter. I can bait out those negates like crazy. And the best part is we have a lot of options in our hand in terms of getting some negates out of the way. We can set out the field spell, hopefully do some, maybe stop something there, try and activate a fusion from there, which we won't necessarily need. One thing I'm kind of worried though, if we don't draw into anything, is we will need the use of Light of the Branded to get Aluber out. Okay, well there's the Sprite Elf, so that we don't have to target any monsters in those, or we won't be able to target monsters in any zones. Currently aren't any there, but I'm sure they will be filled relatively shortly. Game Guild, tell me, what do you know about the lore of the sprites? Do you know anything special about them? Do you know the history, the origins, where they come from, where they're going, what their motivations are? What, do they like Indian food? These are all questions I want to know. All very important questions. Ah, the Spriggans. Okay, cool. Okay, Guild, about baiting out those negates, I think we're gonna have a much harder time than I initially intended with the board state. If you have recommendations, I am happy to hear them. So let's go ahead and draw. Oh boy. This is a lot to unpack, huh? I mean, should I even do anything with that? Hmm. I mean, there's no point in me banishing it because that's not a negate. Well, at least it isn't Runix. Well, it's definitely not. Might as well get this just so we can at least get a summon out without them drawing. So yeah, we'll get rid of Sprite Blue. The thing is here, though, is this is... With IP Masquerena, this is set up for Underworld Goddess. I would have to somehow figure out a way to get rid of I need to get rid of Sprite and IP Masquerena. And I honestly don't think we have it. I'll set these cards. I'll get set branded, Retribution, Beast, and Light of the Branded, so maybe we can get some sort of draws off, or maybe um, some sort of summons off later, but I'm not seeing it right now. Yeah, Sprite Red's definitely a priority. Again, I don't know if I'm even gonna make it to battle phase. I'll set Light, and I'll set Branded Beast. I'll keep Retribution so I can discard or that for other purposes. Let's try. Well, I mean, really, all we can do is try. Ooh. You know, I I don't know. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't see myself. I don't see this going very well. I'm gonna put something out, and I'm gonna put Mirror Jade out on the field. What is it? What is he banishing? No. Yeah, I don't really see how this is gonna go. Yeah, I don't see this being our game. They had a great board setup. I don't know if there's really much I could do with any of it. That's all right. That's just the second game, and we're able to get a surrender on the first one. Now, personally, I don't know if you've been paying attention or if any other viewers have paid attention that have been watching for a while, is I won't surrender, at least not in Master Duels, only because of the way Master Duel functionally works. You don't get anything when you surrender. So, I will happily just die instead of surrendering, even though it does take a little bit more time. We'll just have to sit through it until we get death so that we can at least get some sort of experience or points or whatever towards what we need. Magician Souls? Yeah, let's get rid of their Dark Magician in the grave. That sounds honestly fantastic. The fact that they have a material in the grave as a Dark Magician doesn't sit well with me. Place one card on the top of the deck from your hand, deck, or graveyard. No. Absolutely not. It does drag as a mechanic. Um, I mean, because you know for sure in TCG play, there's absolutely zero shame in surrendering. As a matter of fact, it helps you clear out and go into the next game faster, so you may actually have better odds of winning your match. If you're only there able to complete two games for your match, and you have to determine it based off of those two, absolutely atrocious. There's a couple things I'm missing on for like in real life, not in the game. There's a lot of things I'm missing in the game, but in real life right now uh I'm looking for something. Okay, so we have a Link Karibo, Chocolate Magician, Dark Magician's Circle. So we definitely have to get rid of that because, of course, that lets them banish a monster on our field. We can start off with Allure of Darkness. Go! Nice, we can get rid of an Albaz. And let's go ahead and throw down... Do they have anything we want to get rid of there? Only if we need to. If we need to get rid of their Magician Souls, then we'll do that this way. Alright, now as I mentioned before, we'll do the basic combo. We'll go ahead and throw Raw, throw an Albion from the deck into the grave, summon out the Albion the Branded Dragon. And the reason for the Raw is so we can hopefully get a lock-off. You can Albaz the Link Karibo for Mirror Jade. Hell yes, we absolutely can Albaz the Link Karibo. Getting rid of Chocolate Magician Girl, though, well, you could probably do that with Mirror Jade, just by doing the activated banish effect. So we'll go ahead and banish the Fallen of Albaz from the grave, and we'll go ahead and banish... Let's just banish Albion. All honesty, I think that's fine enough. We'll get Lubellion out. Activate Lubellion. Let's go ahead and discard, because it's going to be shuffled back in. Do we want to... Beast? Yeah, we can get rid of Beast. I'm okay with that. And let's go ahead and definitely summon Mirror Jade. We'll go ahead and use... Oh, no. Let's not summon Mirror Jade with you. Well, we're going to do the Fallen of Albaz for Mirror Jade. Yeah. From here, I think we should go... Should we go something that's unaffected? Or should we go into a negate? I'm thinking we should go into a negate. So I'll shuffle Albion back and one of the Albazes. Get you out. Great. I also think that we should go ahead and do that summon. Activate. We'll go ahead and discard the Bestial. Do the Mirror Jade. Activate. Can we throw a Retribution in there? Anything in the grave that we want back? We already... Branded Fusion, we can't really use that. Branded Beast, we could throw that down. Oh, you know what? Let's throw Lubellion into the grave so we can actually get that set up. This is basically game this turn. What's nice about this is we can add it to our hand and throw it back in the deck, which means that we can find it again. I'm gonna actually go ahead and negate right away. We'll just attack into it because I want to keep that banishment just in case. And get the Link Karibo back. I love it. What's nice is now we can do this. Let's throw you back. And there you go, that's game. Alright, 1 second here, I'll be right back. Give me just a quick minute, and we'll jump right into another duel, or maybe do a community duel. If you're interested, Game Guild, and going on for... Oh, wait, no. We're only one more win away from Gold Tier 1. That's what we're going to do when we get back. When I get back, we're going to be going into our next win, hopefully going up to Gold 1. 1 minute. apologies for that prolonged absence. I hope you did not get too bored while we were away. I can see that chat is blowing up, you guys. Look at that. It's tons of stuff is going on. No, I'm obviously not a whole lot. But we are back and ready to jump into the next game. Hopefully we can get our win so we can hit gold 1. Like I said, our plan tonight is to definitely reach plat rank. See, I want a Cyber Dragon deck. They seem so fun. Look at that. They get Cyber Dark Realm. They get Cyber Dark Cannon. They get Cyber Dragon. They also get Cyber Dragon. And they also get Cyber Dragon. And then they also get, Cyber Dragon. And there's this other monster card that they have called Cyber Dragon. Cool cards. All of them really great. By the way, what I mean by that is that a lot of the Cyber Dragon cards, even though they're named different things, most of their effects bring up that they are by name Cyber Dragon. Oh, let's see. Chimera, if this is sent to the grave, you can send one with a different name. Okay. The nice thing is that we have a super poly in our hand. So no matter how much they summon, no matter how big of a monster they have, it could have infinite health. We'll be able to super poly. Nah, we're not going to use you this turn. I love this hand. I love this hand maybe because of Eluber. So I say let's do just that. Oh, we could lock him out too. You know what though? I want to do Raw, but I believe we really should go Lubellion. Let's go ahead and banish Tragedy, because for sure. Ooh, baby, I love the way. You know, I think we'd be better off getting the negate out, and here's where I tell you why. Alright. Yeah. You think we could end this turn? To the grave. I think branded opening is what we get. If they have no defense against this. Alright, well, GG. As much as I want to play a Cyber Dragon deck, this is why people don't often play a Cyber Dragon deck. It's a turn 2 deck, first of all. It's a turn 2 deck. You should go turn 2 with Cyber Dragons. It's an OTK. You summon Big Bad as fast as you can, with as much as you can, and you attack. You make him as untouchable and just as strong as possible, and able to attack as much as possible, and it's a turn 2 deck. At least in my opinion. All right, Branded regained. Good start. Trap tricked, not so fun, but we'll see. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Monsters that are banished as well as monsters in the graveyard cannot activate. So can I activate Lubellion, but it won't go through? I don't, I honestly don't know. So let's see what it does. Okay, it seems like I can still add to my hand. Okay, that worked great. So I just assume that I can't summon it from the grave then. Fine. Absolutely fine. If I can't summon it, I'm just going to banish it. Activate. 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 Yay, branded banishment is not bad to have. But we need a Despia in the grave. We can get Dramaturge to the grave, possibly. Hmm. Okay, we set the Super Poly, summon the Albaz the Ashen. So far, Soul Drain not doing too much to us. We don't want a Super Poly yet. Well, I wonder what they set. What do you think the card is that they set just now? Having a fusion deck, it's honestly not too bad that the card is face down. That's not gonna kill us. But we'll see. Ooh, I kind of like that too. I want to activate Light of the Branded. I really do. But I also want to activate Super Poly, but I can't activate Light of the Branded, so let's not do that. And let's just special summon, right? We have to banish one of our own. What would we... Oh, we can just banish Bestial. I guess, yeah, we should do that. Because then we will be able to get the continuous spell cards out on the field, so that when we do our special summon or when we banish a monster, which inevitably we will do, we can get some summons out. Oh, the negate. That's pretty cool. Until I need to, I'm not going to special summon using Super Poly. Although the fact that it's a Link monster was very helpful to have. I'm going to keep those two in my hand unless if I need the material. Oh, nice. Now we have options, and sending Despian Tragedy to the grave is pretty nice. So yeah, we could activate Super Poly before because we had the Link monster on the field, but because we don't now, no Super Poly. And also the fact that it's face down, we don't know what it is. Oh man, they played me for a fool. They played me for an absolute fool. Absolutely, this is the 3-door goat trick in action right here. They put out the other option. I should have switched to it. Oh. What would it summon? This is totally fine for this card. We're kind of doing the combo a little backwards. And I honestly think that the best thing we will be able to do... I mean, Masquerade, maybe? Predaplant for the negate could be cool on the monsters, but they're very trap-based. Clearing their side of the field with Mirror Jade is definitely a no-brainer move for a lot of things. I'm gonna go for the negate. We'll go ahead and get rid of this and get rid of Rebellion. Not yet. Albaz the Ashen is just such a fun card. Once if one of these fusions go into the grave, then he activates. So his thing is he gets monsters. He gets monsters. He gets attack. Destroy all monsters on the field. Yeah, we'll do that. Ooh. Very well. The fact that I can't activate any effects in the grave either is kind of a bummer. We're 100% top decking, but so are they. They do have, of course, this one on the field. And surprise, surprise, it's another trap in the Trap Tricks deck. Oh, well, there you go. What's the one card that we need to just be able to fusion summon anything that we want? What we do is we summon the thing that's unaffected by cards. And this is game. They can't do anything. They can't do a single thing. What do we do with this? You know what? I will do this because worst case scenario, we get some utility out of it. If they can get rid of this monster for whatever reason, more power to them. They can't attack this turn anyway, so might as well throw it in defense position. Hmm. Do we need to summon something? No. This card gets a quick effect, which is the summon, but then it can also target a special summon monster the opponent controls and just send it to the grave, if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. That has pretty good utility too. And if we can get rid of some of their monsters, that might be worth it. Bestials are a great engine. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of different type of decks want to run bestials. It's just because oftentimes, especially things like Lubellion, they search for each other. Hey Zamerk, we are playing a branded bestial deck, branded Despia deck. What am I talking about? Third time's the charm. We're playing a branded Despia deck. Um, so if you want to take a look at our extra deck here, we have a couple things, mostly the fusions for the Despia deck. Let's see. I am gonna use you. I want to get rid of someone like you. Yeah, our goal is to get out of gold 2, and we're gonna use this deck to do it essentially. I'm pretty sure that I can hit plat tonight with this deck. I have a couple other decks that I also want to work on, and mainly just for fun. Like, I want to work on an Exodius deck. I want to work on a Crystal Beast deck. I want to work on a Cyber Dragon deck. They just seem like fun decks. I just want to have them and build them and, play them for a while and eventually grow bored of them because my win rates will suffer. But some of them seem really fun, so I'm playing through with just kind of a meta deck and trying my best to get ahead as far as I can, and of course achieve and get the gems needed to draw more cards and just build more fun decks and try new things and just play the game. Just enjoy the game for what it is. Try different things. I don't have Cloudians. I don't really want to play Cloudians, but heck, we might just play Cloudians sometime when we get bored enough. Once we exhaust our choices of cards, we might actually play those darn things. There's so many different types of archetypes to play. Um, so yeah, I think my goal really is to just eventually make one of every archetype, really collect them all, Pokemon style. But for now, just have fun, play the game, get ahead, make some gems, pull some cards, and have a good time. Right? I think so. In all honesty, that's a pretty hefty board. 3 face downs, a psychic end. Oh, Galaxy Eyes. Alright, well, let's go ahead and throw out the branded loss. Alright, we're gonna branded opening, send Despian Tragedy to grave. We'll be able to grab its effect. Oh, nope, we won't be able to grab its effect. What are we gonna send to the grave? So we gotta choose one of their monsters to send to the grave, but I'm not exactly sure which we should be choosing. I'm thinking Galaxy, just because of the activated effect, detachment material, negate that monster's effect. We'll be able to bait out that negate, and so that's what I'm thinking we should go with. Because this one isn't a negate. We're not worried about this one right now. It doesn't matter. We need to get out the negate. Like that's the only thing that I can think of. And then we'll just go straight into a Mirror Jade using Predaplant because I don't want to have this on the field. Fine. Banish Tragedy, please. You're hurting me. Not really. Oh no, the consequences of your actions. It still gets its effect off, no? Because it was banished by a card effect, regardless of it being sent to the deck. That's true. What we should use, we probably should use... We should get you to our hand just so that we have options next turn, but it's not part of our game plan now. Alright. Well, we're doing it. Oh, we can super poly! We can super poly! We can absolutely super poly! I think we should super poly. Because if we branded fusion, we can only use our monsters. I want to use super poly, but then what would I would discard branded explosion. Yeah. Oh. Poo. And that's why we want to make sure we have... I mean, there's probably not going to be a next turn for us, if we're being completely honest with ourselves. Hmm. Hmm. I think this is a loss. I think this is gonna be a loss for us. They got set up real nice. Alright, well, let's go ahead and then just move towards ending our turn and taking our inevitable L. Oh, alright. Hmm. Let's see. I think that I don't even know if that will buy me an extra turn, but it might. But it might. It's a gamble I have to take. But only if I have to. And I think we should. You know what? We should be honest with ourselves. There's some new ChatGPT settings out today in beta called Code Interpreter. Some pretty hot stuff. Huh. Alright, let's just activate it, let them negate it, and call it a day, shall we? I feel like the end of Men in Black right now, where I'm just like yelling up at the cockroach alien. I'm like, eat me! Eat me! Hurry up and finish me off. Unlike that, however, I am not going to explode my enemy from within. I just will be eaten by them. You've done it, sir, or madam. I bid you adieu. Finish me off, please. Was defeat. Rebo. I'm pretty sure the person that I faced off against, their name was something along the lines of, like, drink alcohol. Screw you, drink alcohol. My Japanese, Chinese, Korean is a little rough, but I felt attacked by that person's name. Okay, let's definitely throw out the regained. And let's get Albion's effect. We'll send to grave. I like sending Retribution just so I can send something else later, but we can do that maybe with a Bestial. We have opening and branded in red. That's pretty zesty. I'll throw a Fallen in there. Great. A worse hand than I actually ever desired. What's nice here is we actually have Retribution now, so we can just send that to the grave with this discard, because we still are going to need the monster, or we can do other things. You know, there's other choices and decisions we can make in our lives. What's nice about this is I will actually be able to activate Regained, target Albaz, send that into the deck, and get a draw off. Oh, well. Not very useful, in all honesty, but, I mean, it's a cool card. It's a great card. It's the best card. It's a great card. I know all the cards. I know the best cards. This is the great one. Good card. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Are you gonna sphere mode me? Sphere mode yourself. I like not doing things. It's my favorite part of the game. These aren't even light monsters, they're divine monsters. They're divine. Thank goodness for a Lubellion. Ooh, way up she rises, ooh, way up she rises, ooh, way up she rises, early in the morning. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Alrighty, let's get a search off. Get a banish off, please. Do a max C. Hands on your knees. Oh, we have options. We have choices. We have retribution. We can discard from our hand. We can select a looper. We can summon you to the field. We can activate your effect and add a card to our hand. That's branded fusion. Branded fusion. What a beautiful, magnificent card. We might also get a branded in red back to our hand with the help of retribution. And let's see what should be a choice. You know what's funny? Normally Raw's used to lock out, but I think they might be able to do it. So what should we send? Let's see. We don't have a Lubellion. Let's send a Lubellion. And let's activate, in which order? We activate you first and then Lost, so that we can add to our hand first. We want to get more material before we activate it, so that and then send material to the banished area. To the hand, for sure get you, because then we'll be able to get some more fusions off. I'm thinking negates. We will definitely be doing this. So far, I think this is going great. Oh yeah, let's just go ham. They max seed. Let's take the challenge. Do we get rid of this? When this card is activated, add one raw except for the Shah. They cannot attack the transfer. Someone's returning to someone's failure. Then send one winged dragon of raw. You can only activate. I'm not worried about that. Let's just get rid of you and get rid of you. Alright, cool. I think we have a decent setup. And we can have lots of things to activate. And why not? The Great Lord, General Kenobi. Yeah, let's go ahead and use that. Oh yeah. We're hoping this will get us into plat. And that's kind of our goal. I think after this duel, if we win, we will be able to go to gold 1. So we're dragging ourselves out of the gold era. Okay, so we took the max seed challenge, and if that's the best they can do, honestly, I'm pretty okay with that. I see no reason to not summon Albaz the Ashen. Thank you very much. Alright, let's... we won't get a fusion summon off, though, but we can do one with Branded in White. This will send to... Okay. Honestly, I'm thinking Lubellion, we have to discard, which is not ideal, but at least we can send a couple cards from our grave, or our banish zone back to the deck, and I'm thinking like an Albion. You have not heard any night stories. Oh, well, let me tell you a story. I have some ready. Give me one. 1 second here. I do have some ready to go. Oh, let me run into this real quick and go ahead and get story. So before I lose my train of thought, I am gonna run into this, make sure I get all of this done. Uh, so one thing I think was actually a really cool story that I have come across, and specifically speaking about Yu-Gi-Oh, is kind of the history of it. So once upon a time, in the bustling city of Tokyo, there was a man by the name of Kazuki Takahashi who was heavily inspired to create a game. This game is was not like really anything at the time or has yet to be seen. And oh, sorry, excuse me. Let's see here. I think we could set into battle phase. But this game wasn't like any other. And this game would essentially transcend the boundaries of imagination and reality as we know it. And it captivates millions around the world, even to this day. And this game is Yu-Gi-Oh! And in 1996, Takahashi introduced Yu-Gi-Oh! As a manga initially. And it was in the popular Shonen Jump manga. The story was essentially revolves around a young boy named Yugi Moto, and who solves an ancient Egyptian puzzle. I'm sure many of us know the beginnings of this, and who was possessed by the spirit of the pharaoh. And the pharaoh loved games, and this is, I think, something that really kind of is missed in a lot of the anime that maybe not a whole lot of people know. Maybe you yourself are an expert on, um, but let's go second actually, so I can have some time to talk a bit. But Pharaoh loved to play games, and especially in particular, a magical game of monsters and spells, in a game that they called Duel Monsters. After this manga quickly gained popularity, it was in 1998 that it was actually adapted into an anime by Toei Animation. Now, he essentially has dominion over all games. I mean, which is insane to think about. Which means he has the power of luck on his side, which is the most insane amount of plot armor really any character could have, because his plot armor power is plot armor. When you can manipulate luck and odds in such a way, it makes it for a really interesting character. So the manga gained popularity, and it was 1998. It was adapted into an anime, and the game of Duel Monsters, as we know it today, really, of course, didn't take form until about the second adaptation of the anime, which was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, which aired in the year 2000. Now, the series introduced rules and the format of the trading card game, and it was in this series that catapulted Yu-Gi-Oh! Into global popularity. And as viewers watched Yugi and his friends battle it out, myself included, with their decks, they wanted to experience the thrill of the duel, much as myself. And so, in the same year, Konami released the first official Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. And instantly it was a hit, with kids and adults alike. And I remember, of course, handling my very own first Yugi starter deck. That was the choice that I decided to make for my first deck. And I know personally I fell in love with it. And so did everyone else. And so, of course, over the years, Yu-Gi-Oh's have continued to evolve to where we eventually get new anime series and new introduced characters and stories and game mechanics that have evolved over decades of a game. And so, we first saw the introduction of fusion monsters, which is an essential part of the deck that I'm playing right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That was where fusion really takes its form. Synchro monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds and XZs or XYZ monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal. Pendulum monsters, of course, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc V, and more recently, Link monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Each mechanic building a layer on the other into a strategy of a game that kept it fresh and exciting for this time. And today, I honestly do believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more than just a game. It really is a global phenomenon. And it's one of the top selling trading card games in the world, and for an obvious reason. It has inspired countless tournaments and spin offs, movies, and at its heart, though, it remains to be a game that brings people together and a game that challenges us and excites us, and it really allows us to try for even just a moment. We all get to pretend that we are Yugi and we can be our own king of games. And I think that pairing the anime with the feelings of growing up and playing the game even now to this day really solidifies that idea and that ideal. And in all honesty, we have one person to thank for that, and sadly I don't believe they're with us anymore, but that person is Kazuki Takahashi. If you want more stories, I have stories. So don't get me wrong. I'm happy to talk about more things. Let's go ahead and activate. But what stories would you like to hear? I've I do a lot of different types of stories. As a matter of fact, some of my favorite stories also deal with other fantasies. Whether it's in the Wizarding Coast world of D&D, or the Swords Coast over there, or maybe in Baldur's Gate, some amazing cities and stories over in Candlekeep and beyond into other lands and adventures. Let's see if we can get this Fallen of Albaz off. And let's see if we can get some activations here. I honestly think that we have lost. You're good on stories for right now. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm happy to talk about anything. I don't think we're winning this one. I didn't know when you have one card in your hand, I like the way the card lines up with the board on this particular one. Because if you look at it, the way that card just goes perfectly into that kind of throne room elevated section that represents your character. Um, that's not going to do anything, but they can negate it or whatever. I know we're going to lose this basically. But let's see what we can take from it. But yeah, it's actually, we're getting pretty close to the end of our stream anyway. It's about 12:30 a.m. our time. And I knew I started at 10:30. I wanted to get a good couple hours in. But as long as we have people in chat, and maybe we can, if you're interested, we can play some community games. I'd be happy to play some games with some people and open up a duel room, and we can all just battle each other and have fun. Then we can do that too. All right, yeah, let's do it. After this, after my inevitable loss here, let's go ahead and run into some community games before calling it an absolute night. Oh, huh. These are options that I have. I like options. Come on, do it because you think you should, not because I want you to. Uh-huh. Close. Close, close, close. Close. If he negate, it's negate and destroy, not just negate. Yeah, negate and destroy. That wouldn't matter so much anyway. Go into a predaplant or something. Oh, you're going to let me special summon? Did you already do your negate? No. Huh. Well then I'm gonna do that. Thanks for letting me do this. If you banish it, can I still activate the effect due to the banishment? But it says negate effects on the field. Not on the field, it's in Spanish. Yes, I did. Well, obviously, Game Guild. I don't think I have to explain it to you. The cool effect of Rinbrum is that while the opponent's turn, during the opponent's turn, while this card is in the graveyard, quick effect. That's the lightning effect of it. No, yeah, so uh-huh. I want to know what you mean by this. This is totally planned. Its effect is valid. I summoned Fallen of Albaz. That was the plan the whole time. I almost want to get rid of that monster, but there's no need to run it down right now. Ah, yeah. This is going to be very satisfying. Let's go ahead and activate you too. Exactly. Yeah, I wasn't. Brenbrum wasn't the end all goal there for that move. The goal was to hopefully get the mirror out. What's nice too is we'll be able to get this one. You know what? I said we were going to lose. We are. I think we can actually turn this around. I think this is what we have to negate, right? If you control a face-up non-effect, you can banish this card, special summon 1/10 from your deck, and he wants to summon uh a tuner. Adding that to his hand or their hand. I'm sorry, I don't think they can do anything. I love the spite. The spite attack into me really warms my soul. And let's go ahead and activate some awesome effects. First, let's go ahead and get you off. And yeah, I'll do brain diffusion. Set it, sure, whatever. We're gonna be able to send some cards back to the deck too, which will be really nice. Oh, this is so great. We've been able to turn this around. I didn't have a doubt in my mind the entire time. I don't know what anybody was talking about. I knew I was winning this game. And honestly, having a free Baron is really, really nice. We're gonna discard you. And actually, I'm gonna put Renbrim back because I will want him eventually. But we'll do something Despia-y over here. Masquerade? No, Querantus. No, not. Oh, is that what? Why is that? Despia and a light or dark monster? And is that the only? Oh, because that's the only Despia. Oh, well, that's not the worst thing, honestly. I'll put Masquerade out. We'll get rid of Lubellion. I kind of messed that up a little bit. That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take the L on that. Absolutely gonna just Baron that. I mean, we don't really even need to summon anything. I think we're fine. And we'll finish him off with his own monster. Alright. Oh, and 15 gems. Not bad. One more duel to get into plat. We definitely have some missions to turn in and get. Nice. Give me the gems. Alright, let's do a couple duels. We give our friends as much time as they need to play the game. And I'm gonna change decks. I've been playing some try-hard deck. I want to play a fun deck. Or, I mean, that's not true. You know, it's hard to say that that's not fun. It just wasn't what I was looking for in the moment. Too many things I don't have. Oh, by the way, here we are, room details. Here's the room ID, 191344. 191344. 191344. Hmm. What are other fun things? Witchcrafters, Master of Beasts, maybe. I do like Dogmaticus. I have a soft spot for them. I don't have the ritual deck built out yet. You know what? Let's just let's try out our our deck that we made last time. Alright, Game Guild, do not look at the stream, but I still want you to keep the stream up. Thank you for your support. No looking at my hand. Appreciate it. Games are built on trust. Honestly, a pretty good hand. I'm happy with it. Yeah, we have some some nice defense. We have some good like search ability. Maybe we can go some offense because we're going round 2. One face down, one spell or trap set. Not bad. I think we can work with that. Depends what's in store. Oh, good. Good question. What should we put into our hand? We have options. So if we get you, we can still get. We're still gonna get a. Yeah, I know exactly what we're gonna do. I know exactly what we're going to do. You spin me right round, baby, right round when you go down now. Go on, banish it. We'll just go straight into it. Yes! And that is game! Yeah, if you're playing the branded Despias and all you could do was set and put a face down, I don't blame you for saying you had a bad hand. I absolutely give it to you. That's It's a terrible hand. You know what? I have to say, I like my hand now too. Again, this is not bad. It's not great. Like, this deck really isn't that good. But it's fun. I like rituals. There's something about rituals that are just fun. Okay. Getting cheeky with the rim, Brom, mate. Getting cheeky with it. You know that none of my monsters are actually from the extra deck, so hopefully no negates. No negates are my preferred modum operandi. Modecus Marilius, as some might say. And the traditional Latin, of course. This is getting to be a pretty decent setup. What a board. You should be proud. You mind if I do this? Ah, yes. Expulsion. Expulsion Ra. Ra, ra, ah, ah. Thank you, Ra's disciple. You've put me in quite the predicament, Mr. Jones. I honestly have no idea how this outcome is going to go. As a matter of fact, I think you have locked me out severely. You see, I strive for the special summon, and you've taken this from me. It has been removed from my being, and I feel terrible. Will you allow me to activate Illusion of Chaos? No, I can't activate Illusion of Chaos. Thank you. I would like to thank Game Guild for not allowing me to activate Illusion of Chaos. That is really helpful. I appreciate that very much. You should be ashamed. Okay. Well, I would say this is a pretty good GG by you. So yeah, GG. Oh, just finish me off. Attack into me. I got nothing. Okay, you know, Game Guild, I have a good question for you. I hope you can answer it. You know the state of Oklahoma, right? You know how the state of Oklahoma has that little pan handle? Because it looks like a pan. What goes on in the pan area? Who lives there? How do like people navigate certain legalities about being so close to another state? Like, could a notary from Oklahoma also notarize in the surrounding states if they lived in that area? Or all of Oklahoma? What if it was convenient, more convenient, in fact, to cross state lines to conduct business in some way? What if something's on the Oklahoma side? What if something's on a different side? Can someone explain these things to me? Chat GPT, get Chat GPT on the line. Ah, the Murder Valley. I have heard of this. I have indeed heard of this. Oh, you know what? Let's do a Libromancer deck. Let's try that one. I'm psyched. I honestly don't know if you're trying to hurt me by making me go first. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm not gonna let it get to me. Libromancers are actually fantastic. They're very similar to incantations in their mechanics, and their summoning mechanics specifically. And they work great. I like them. They're just another way to have an incantation. All right, so also you with Libromancers you want to ritual summon with things from the field. That's why they get their best effects out. Oh, yeah, this is pretty decent. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Mmm. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Yeah. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, we're okay with getting rid of you. And then we do you. Hit activate. Get you back. Oh. Okay. Maybe. Ah, yeah, that's the move. That's the move. Mutaged. Hmm. That's definitely a card. I don't. Can you do that? You can. All right. Testosteronies. What do I want? What's a card in my deck that I need? I could I could use a little kaiju in my life. That'd be good. You know, I mean, there's lots of options, I guess, especially with incantations. You know, there's other things. Alright, what are you going to use as material? Oh, the triple threat. Oh yeah. Proskenian. I see you. This is giving me pause to think. Because I don't know if I have it in me. It's not going to get us over. Well, yeah. Protections are not much. Does this work? Huh. Well, that's not very nice. Oh. This is turning out to be a really exciting deck. I'm excited to see where this goes. Okay. How many Albions do you have? Do you run 2 or 3? Okay. I think in my head I thought I was clicking Renbrum, but I know for certain I clicked Despia. And I think it still would have returned anyway. But in my mind, I thought that I would be able to destroy the row. I don't think that that's how the card works anyway, because yeah, it's an activated effect to do that. But yeah, that was good. That was good. Well, ain't this a pickle, huh? It's Brigand's Kit. Brigand's Kit. GG, Brian D. All right. Well, I think that is honestly enough for me. It is 1:20 in the morning and I am very tired. Good game and good night. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, it was getting pretty gritty. I thought so too. It was a good duel. It was a really really good duel. I really loved that. That was really fun. All right, we'll play again. Talk to you later. Have a good night.